Hello again there, APBA fans, APBA Golf fans, and fans of the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network. Appreciate you being here, and we got a treat for you today. Going to play around here on the new course that just arrived. It is Lancashire. It is a golf course. It's actually the Royal Lytham St Annes golf course that's in the United Kingdom. And today we'll be golfing this par 70, 7,094 yard course with Paul Azinger from 1993. Paul Azinger, he won 12 PGA Tours events in total in his career, and he was the 1993 PGA Championship winner. Played college golf at Florida State, and he was in the top 10 in golf for like 300 weeks in a row. Very fine golfer. Paul Azinger will be battling the new course here in the United Kingdom. Talk a little bit about Paul Azinger. He's not a real long hitter, has an average woods of 6 off the tee and average irons of 5. He has 2 momentums. Shot making to the left is a C, to the right is a B, and he has 2 sands and 1 scramble. So he doesn't have a whole lot going with his master points, but it looks like he's a pretty straight hitter. Like I said, not a real far hitter, but hopefully he can navigate this course. That doesn't look to be a real long course, I don't think, but it's going to be kind of technical. Hole location today will be hole location number 1. We have moderate winds. Going to be type B. We do got the course, the type A, type B, and type C winds is type B, and we're going to have normal conditions out there as far as the ball rolling out there in the fairway and on the green. So let's get ready for hole number 1 here at Lancashire with Paul Azinger. So hole number 1 is a par 3, 205 yards. It's a straight shot. All shots from the deep bunkers are played automatic pour buried lie, so that being this is a links course, they got a lot of deep stuff all over the place. But start out, let's shake for the wind here on hole number 1. Hole number 1, we roll a 22, so no wind effect on hole number 1. With the moderate winds, 11 through 36, we could have some wind effects. So in hole number 1, he is 200 yards away. Looks like he's going to pull out a 3-iron. And if it's really good, he should end up right at 205. He definitely wants to clear the deep bunkers. So here he is, 3-iron off the tee. Paul Azinger, first shot of the round. 12. 12 is a 6, 195. That is his average, so he doesn't have to go right. So 195, straight. And if he's on the green, he's going to roll 10. So 195, 0, and 10. What a shot. He is 5 past to hole number 1. So he's a diagonal and a straight. That'll put him 35 minus 7, 28 foot away. So putting safely from 28 foot as he is going for a birdie on the first hole here on the new golf course out here at Lancashire. So 1 through 4, you make it. So 11 or 66, you roll it in. Gets a 34 for a 27. Missed it by 3 foot. So a 3-footer for birdie on number 1. 31 is a 22. And hole number 1 here at Lancashire, or should I say Royal Lytham St Annes. Paul Azinger is even par. Hole number 2, 480 yard par 4. We got number 1 tucked away in the back. We have a gentle dog leg here at the 305 mark. And he has to hit it at least 260 yards to clear the rough here. And that's about all that he has. If he hits the 6, gets his average, that's 255. So first of all, let's see what the wind's doing. The wind, we got a 53 on the wind. That says tailwind. It's actually going to be tailwind left. So that's what our wind is going to be, is tailwind left here on number 2. So that's going to make it a little trickier. Looks like he's going to pull out the driver. He's going to try and clear everything here. He's going to aim R10. No, L10. Driver, L10. Let's see how far he can hit it, and hopefully he can hit it straight. Twelve is a 6. It's at 255. And being it's his average, he only has to go 10 instead of 15. So 255 R10. And that'll roll 25. Now we have to do the tailwind left. 45 on a tailwind left. That's a mild tailwind. Plus 5 carry. So we got 255. We're already 10 left, so there's our 255. This is R10. But then when I look at the dice roll for the wind, that was 45. On a tailwind, that gives me a -5 any left or right. So I'm going to go -5. So I'm only going to come over here 5 to the right. Then he's going to roll 25. 10, 25. It is a hybrid wind for a tailwind, but I didn't get the actual tailwind on there. I got just a -5, so that's the way I'm going to play it. So he's out to 280. He actually had a really good drive out to the middle of the fairway at 280. And he is just left of the blue. So the blue is 200. He's 210 away on the second shot. 210. Those tailwind left kind of things are still kind of tricky to me, especially when it's only a -5. I said I'm not an expert at this game. I just enjoy playing it, and sometimes it becomes a little bit of a struggle. So a 2-iron will get him 220. That's a little much. He wants 210. What I chose to do today, he actually put a sand wedge. He doesn't have a sand wedge with him. He's carrying both a 2-iron and a 3-iron today. And I put the sand wedge away. So if I look at the 6 on here, this will get him 205. That'll get him pretty close to where he wants to be. So he's into 3-iron on the second shot. So Azinger, second shot from the middle of the fairway. 15. 15 is a 5. It's a 200. L5. Is the roll. Only 10 if it's on the green, 15 if it's not on the green. And now we got to shake again for the tailwind left. 33, so no wind effect on this one. So 200 in the air. That puts him 10 short of the target. Goes L5 and rolls 10. So it looks like he is right on the. He's right on. He's right on the number 1. So now we got to shake 12 minus 7. So be putting from 5 foot to see if he can't get a birdie here on number 2. Out here in the United Kingdom, 5-footer for birdie. Snake Eyes rolls in the 5-foot birdie. And after 2 holes here at Lancashire, Azinger is 1 under par. Hole number 3 here at Lytham St Annes Golf Course. We have a 476-yard par 4. Pretty much a straight shot. We got a couple of really gentle dog legs. So what's he going to do here? We've got to shake for the wind on number 3. 31, so no wind effect on number 3. That helps with any kind of confusion. And if he hits his, looks like what he's going to do, he's going to pull out the driver. Actually, drive it for a second time, but he does have the two momentums. He's coming off a birdie, so he's going to use a momentum. So his drive's going to go 255, R10, 25. You can only use the momentums and the bounce backs after a birdie or a bogey, and he got the birdie, so he can use the momentum. So 250, and you get, when you ready to use a momentum, or you have to use the center line, which is no problem with this one here. So he's at 255, R10, 10, 25. So he's at 280, right to the middle of the green. That's 195 to the yellow, 190. Wants to hit his next shot, 190. Once again, there's no plus or minuses on here, no up or down. So let's see what kind of shot he can get. 190. It looks like if he hits a good 4-iron, that'll get him 195. So that looks like that'll be a shot. Second shot, he will hit a 4-iron. No wind, just if he can't hit it right down the middle. .23. 23 is a 14. It could be a little bit to the right. He could end up in some rough over here or something. Hopefully he doesn't get into the out of bounds. 190. R25. 15. So 190 is what he's looking for. So we got the 190. R25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to roll into the deep rough. So the second shot he is not on. He rolls into the deep rough. And he is short-sighted. So he has to go back to the center line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's 30 yards away on an approach shot. On the third shot here. Calling out 30. He gets a 15. 15 is a 4. He gets a +5. L5. So it'd be the +5 there and the L5. So he is going to be 15 minus the 2 dice. 15 minus 9. This would be putting. Going to go, well, 6 foot. You don't have to go for it because 6 foot. So now he's going to be putting from 6 foot to save. To save par. 41 is a 19 from 6 foot. He rolls it in. So 6 foot par. And after 3 holes here at Royal Lytham St Annes, Paul Azinger remains 1 under par. Here we are at number 4 at Lancashire. Par 4, 394 yards. We have a normal dogleg at 275. It is a par 4, 394. And we're off to the right here. We're going to pin location number 1. So let's shake for the wind here on number 4. 65. We're going to have some swirling winds. So with the swirling winds, we don't have to deal with any of the type winds on here because swirling winds kind of stand alone. So he's going to hit a 5-wood off the tee, aim 10 to the left, and just see if he can't get it out here somewhere in the middle. So here we go with the 5-wood. 53 is a 9, doesn't hit it very far. 205, L5, 10. But far enough out there. Let's see what the swirling wind's doing. 23, no wind on the first shot. So he's actually not sitting too bad. It's the first one out here, 205. I said he's already 10 to the left. Goes L5 and rolls 10. So he is in the fairway. See how far he is away in the second shot. So 5 back to the center line, 15, 20, 30, 40. So 40 to the white. It'll be 190, 185 away on the second shot. So what would be his 185? Looks like he will hit a 5-iron. 5-iron will get him to 185. .24 is a 6 with an iron. It's at 175. R55. Now we got to shake for the swirling winds. 46 on the swirling winds. +5 carry, +5 right. So +5, R5. So 175 goes up to 180. So that puts him 5 short of his target here. His shot goes R5. The wind blows at R5. Then he rolls 5. And now it looks like he rolled it right on. Wow. I'm going to double check this. It's at a total of 180 in the air. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 185, 180. His shot went R5. The wind blew at R5. And rolls 5. So he's 15 minus 9, 6 foot away. So putting from 6 foot for a birdie here on number 4. 6 foot. He needs a 22 or lower. 12 is a 22. No other instructions all about putting, so he rolls in to 6 foot birdie putt on number 4. And after 4 holes here at Royal Lytham St Annes, Paul Azinger is 2 under par. What we have, we're on hole number 5 here at Lancashire, and we are 225 yards away from the hole number 1 location. This is a nice straight shot. Get it over the rough, and got some fairway, and get it on the green here. So here we go. We're going to shake for wind on number 5. The wind roll is a 33, so we have no wind effect here. So it looks like he's going to pull out a 5-wood, and he is going to use his other momentum. Would rather use the momentums than not get a chance to use them. So he's coming off a birdie, he'll use the momentum. So he's in it at 220 in the air. R5. It's going to roll 10. So 220 in the air. He's in about a 5 short. It's going to roll 5 and roll 10. That's about him 35 away. 35 minus 10. He'd be putting from 25 foot. So from 25 foot, what's his thought process? 5, 6, and 7. He has a 5, he has a 6. He's going to go for this 25-footer. 25-footer, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to go for it. So he has to get a 7 or lower. So pretty much has to roll a doubles. 53. 53 is a 15. Missed it by 3 foot. So still a 3-footer. for a par. Oh boy, 32. And that bit me. 54 is the 32. 32, he missed it by 1 foot, and he's going to get the bogey. He rolls in a 1 foot bogey. So I try to get aggressive, go for the birdie, and he ends up with a 3-putt and gets the bogey. Should have just stayed my passive self on these greens. So after 5 holes here at the new golf course at Royal Lytham St Annes, Paul Azinger drops back to 1 under par as we head to hole number 6. So that was almost like a worst case scenario on hole number 5 because I used the momentum to get a nice shot at the green, put him on the green, and then when he missed it by 3 foot, I still thought he was good for his par, and then he missed a 3-footer. So that's just a tough bogey. As we get ready for hole number 6 here. Hole number 6, 491, par 4. We have a normal dogleg at the 280. And let's shake for the wind here. On number 4. Wind roll, 23. So no wind, which always helps out. Looks like this time here he's in a, it gets to be so narrow right here. Looks like he's going to stand at the tee box and he's just hitting a 5-wood right down the middle. Not get too crazy with it. Just try to put it somewhere here in the middle. Now he's getting a little more passive again. 5-wood. 55. 55 is a 5. 225, L5. No, it's not his average, so 225, L10, 10. He does not get the bonus on that because his average is 6 and he got a 5. So 225, L10, and rolls 10. He's at the 235. Let's see what he can do on the second shot. He's still a long ways away. There's 15, 40, 50, 55, 255, 260 away from the green. So if he pulls out his 3-wood, the 3-wood could get him 255, so that's what he's going to do. He's going to try and put it on the green with the second shot with the 3-wood. Take a heck of a shot from to do it. And here goes the 3-wood. 43 is a 31. Oh, and he ends up crushing it. He's going to be off the back there somewhere. 275, L10, 35. So there's my 275, L10, 510, 5, and he rolls into the deep rough, and it stops right there. So the deep rough saved him. So now he has to go his third shot. He is short-sighted, so he's come back to the center line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So approach, 25, from the rough. And there will be no work the ball ability. .41 is a 6. Puts it right on there for +0. So he's still 30 away. 30 minus 5. So he's going to be putting from 25 foot to save par. And last time I tried putting from 25 foot, I went for it. He didn't get it. And he's going to go for it again. He's going to try it once again here. This will be for a par. He's going to be a little more aggressive to try and save par here. 25-footer. 64. 64 is a 23. Missed it by 5 foot. Got a 5-footer for bogey. 36 is a 24 from 5 foot. He does roll it in. So he does get a 5-footer for bogey. And after 6 holes here, at Royal Lytham. He's back to even par. Hole number 7, we got a par 5, 589 yard, par 5. Got a narrow fairway. Got a lot of deep rough, so you we got some deep bunkers over the place too. Add 5 to the roll of the shots that land in the fairway. Hopefully we can land it in the fairway. Here goes the wind roll on number 7. Our wind roll is a 56. 56 says headwind, which is actually going to be typed as B, so it'll be a tailwind. So hopefully get a helping tailwind. Going to stand up at the tee box. He's going to grab the 3-wood out and just see if he can punch it out here somewhere in the middle. Azinger off the tee with the 3-wood. 14 is not going to be good. 14 is a 13. It's at 245. L25. It probably ain't going to roll very far at all. Let's shake for the tailwind. No tailwind. So it's at 245. L25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is in the deep rough. So out of the deep rough, most he can do there is pull out a pitching wedge. And then he has to go under buried lie, because I don't see any other instructions under it. So out comes the pitching wedge. Second shot from the rough. 62. 62 is a 7. Hits at 115. R10 rolls 5. Now I'm going to shake for the buried lie. 25 on a buried lie is solid contact. And now I got to shake for the tailwind. All kinds of dice rolls going on here. 62 on the tailwind, plus 15, minus 5, any left or right. So plus 15, L5. So 115 hits a 130. So 5, 10, 110, 120, 130. Originally it was going R10, but the wind blew it back 5 and rolls 5. So after 2 shots, he is back in the fairway. Still a long ways away. 15 here, 215, 210 away from the line that he's looking for. Hole location number 1, he's 210 away. So still a chance to get on in 3. That'll be quite the recovery on this one. Looks like 3-iron could get him 205. He's going to hit the 3-iron. Could be a little short, but then we might have some tailwind. So 3-iron from the fairway. 26. Using a W is a 6, 195, R5. I'm going to let it go with the R5. So roll 15 not on the fairway or 10 that's on the fairway. Then we got to shake for the tailwind. 45 on the tailwind. That's going to give us a mild tailwind plus 5. So it's a 200 in the air. 195 plus the 5 for the tailwind. It's a 200 in the air. So that's 10 short of the target. That was 210. R5. If it's on the green, it rolls 10. So he is in a roll right on the number 1. So what a tremendous third shot as he puts it right on the number 1. With a little bit of tailwind helping him out. So we got 12 minus 4, 8-footer. So putting, gonna go for it from 8 foot. So after hitting his first shot over in the deep rough to be 8 foot away here for birdie, that's like amazing. He needs a 20 or lower. Come on, Azinger, 20 or lower. 53. 53 is a 15. He rolls in the 8 foot. Birdie here on number 7 to get back to under par for the round. He's back to 1 under par. So hole number 8 here is a 413-yard par 4. We got number 1 not too far off the center line. Probably about 420 yards out there. Gentle dogleg at the 250. We got some extra instructions if the ball's hit out here somewhere. We'll wait and see if that happens. So let's shake for the wind here on number 8. This courses do have quite a few of instructions on them, but I really like what they've done with this Lancaster course at the Lancashire. They actually made it a little bit bigger, which is kind of nice. A little more difficult to fit on my little board I done up here, but it's a little bit bigger, so easier to distinguish. But then it made it so it was kind of hard for me to put the instructions on the camera without making the golf course too small. So hole number 8, let's shake for the wind. Wind roll, 26. So hole number 8, we have no wind. Looks like he's going to stand in the middle. He's going to pull a 5-wood. The average 5-wood will be about 230, which will keep him short of the bunkers and will get him past the 200 mark. So that's the plan here. Just a 5-wood right down the middle. Come on, Paulie. 5-wood down the middle. 31. 31's a 5. It's a 225 L10 10. Like all those other links courses, there's just so much deep rough all around this course, just trying to keep it in the fairway. 225 L10 rolls 10. So he's at the 235 mark. See how far he is. So from, looks like it'd be 180 to the yellow, 180, 185. So he wants to hit the second shot, 185. Just 5 past the yellow. 185 with an average of a 5-iron. Looks like if he hits his 5-iron right on, that'd get him to 185. So that's what he's going to do. Hit what I call a straight up 5-iron. No up or no down on it. No working it, just straight 5-iron. Hopefully you can make a shot here. 54. 54 is a 17. He's making a shot, but not a very good one. 180. Not too bad. R15 5. Probably something you can work with. Double check a 180 R15 5. So he's 5 short. 5, 10, 15, and rolls 5. So he could actually even, if he wanted to, he's 1 off. He could actually punt from the fringe out here too. Let's see what a fringe shot would be. Let me see if any shots landing in the fairway beyond the deep 3 bunkers at 355 and short of the green. So I don't see any other instructions there. So that's where he is. He's 30 minus. So 20 foot from the fringe. I think that's going to be a shot. There's only 1 square out. So 20 foot. He has to use the 25 through 29. He's going to play it safe, so he's putting from the fringe. 24 is a 28. 3 foot away. So a 3-footer for par. And he rolls into 3-foot par putt. And that's the rule on there a lot of times if you're not really short-sighted. Kind of short-sighted, so I didn't want to hit the... I could have hit the chipper from 15 yards away, but the rules do say that if you're within 1 away, you can just punt from the fringe. And then you got to go 1 column to the left. So at the end of 8 holes here, over in the United Kingdom, Azinger remains 1 under par. Alrighty, the final hole between the turn here. We have a par 3. We are 155 yards away from the number 1 location. So this is set up for 155 yards today. Got to add 5 yards to the tee shot. This is downhill just slightly. We're shaking for the wind here on number 9. So this is the wind roll. Wind roll of 42. That says tailwind +5. Type B is a tailwind. So the tailwind's going to push it an extra 5. So he wants to hit it probably 145 to get 155. He's going to pull out an 8-iron. That'll get him to 150. He wants to get safely on the green too here. You don't want to hit it short with those, all these nice big deep bunkers surrounding everything. So he's going to hit an 8-iron. .43. 43 is an 11 with the iron shot. 160. L10, 5. So 160 in the air. 130, 140, 150, 160. Got to add 5 to the flight. Then the wind took it 5. Going L10 and rolls 5. He is off the back of the green. Not a very good shot here on number 9. So a second shot. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 yards away on the second shot. From the fairway, approach 25. To me, I always find this tricky. I'd like to play it off the center line, but I don't know if I can do that. If I could just call it 25, because if I do the center line, then I'm only 20 out here. So you have to just go right at it, 25 away. And hopefully you get a decent shot here. 25 yards, right at it. 42. 42 is a 5. So -5. So not too bad. So he's a 15 minus 10. So be putting from 5 foot. Here on number 9. To save par. And finish the first time go round on this golf course front 9 at 1 under par. If he can sink this 5-footer. The 5-footer need a 25 or lower. 62, 12. Rolls in a 5-foot par. After 9 holes here at APBA's Lancashire course, otherwise known as the Royal Lytham St Annes, Paul Azinger is 1 under par. Before we head to the back 9, little recap of the front 9. The front 9 started out really solid at a birdie on 2 and a birdie on 4, but then the back-to-back bogeys got it back to even, and then number 7, he come back with a very awesome birdie to get back to 1 under par. So out of the 9 holes, he's hit 5 out of 9 greens in regulation. He's had 6 fairways hit. 13 putts for 42 foot. Then he shot a 33 as the front side was only a par 34. So let's get ready for the back 9 here with Paul Azinger here at Royal Lytham St Annes Golf Course. Here we go with hole number 10. A little bit tricky for the guys that are not really long off the tee here because you got to get it out here somewhere. So we've got a 385 par 4, so not a real long par 4. Hole location towards the back. General dogleg here at the 265. So if he hits the 3-wood, the 3-wood will get him about 260. If he hits the, he's going to pull out the driver. Well, first we got to shake for the wind here on number 10. So the wind roll, 36 on the wind roll. So no wind on this one here. So he's going to stand at the tee box, and one of the rare times, he's going to pull out the driver and see if he just can't get it out here past the bunkers. When he hits it an average, if he can get a 6, he'll be in pretty good shape. 66 is a 3. Wow. 270. L1530. Wow. What a drive. 270 in the air. Because it is a gentle dogleg. L15. 5, 10, 15. 10, 20, 30. So he is right at the 300 mark, right on the edge of the deep bunker, but he does not appear to be in the deep bunker. So that just turns out to be a heck of a drive here on number 10 for Azinger. So his second shot, looks like he'd be 5, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100 yards away on the second shot. So approach 100. And see if he can work the ball at all. If that's something he's going to want to do. So approach 100. He can work the ball to a maximum of 10. So he's going to go 100. He's going to try and work the ball 5 to the right. That is what he's going to try and do here. So approach 100. 46 on the approach is a 5. -5 L5. So it's a 95 L5. But he's trying to work it to the right. Shot making a B. 53 is a 6 plus 0. So he does get the R5. So it'd be 95 right on the center line. And that's where he ends up, 5 short of his target line. So he's 20 and 15, 35. 30 foot away. Is the putt safe? From 30 foot. Just see if he can't get it close enough to get a par on this sucker. 1166 would roll it in. 31 is a 22. Missed it by 3 foot. 3-footer. 22 rolls in a 3-footer. So putt from 3 foot. So he does get the par here on number 10, and he's heading to hole number 11 here in the Royal Kingdom. He is 1 under par. I said Royal Kingdom, but we are in the United Kingdom. And here we are, one of the few par 5s on here. 583 yard, par 5. Narrow fairway. A lot of these deep bunkers all over the place. What's he going to do here? First of all, we got to do is we got to shake for the wind. So number 11, wind roll. 62 on the wind roll. That gives us a crosswind left, which is actually going to be a headwind. So he's going to hit into the headwind. If he hits the 5 wood, that'll give him about 260 out here. And I think that's going to be his plan. He's just going to stand at the tee box. He's going to hit a 5 wood. He's going to aim it. No, he's going to aim it right down the middle. 5 wood down the middle. Then we'll shake for the headwind down. Not a 5 wood, a 3 wood. And then hit a 3 wood down the middle. .36. 36 is a 16. 230. R20 25. So not too bad. Got a little bit of room to work there to the right. So 16, 230, R20 25. And we got the headwind. 51 on the headwind. -5. So it's a 230. Got to add 10 to the tee shot. I got up to 240, headwind. Pushed it back. So we're back to the 235 mark. R20, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to roll 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So nicely done. As he ended up short of the deep bunkers over there with the 3 wood off the tee. That was second shot. Long ways away in the second shot. He's sure not going to reach it in 2. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 120, 220, 245. We use that for our marker spot. There's a 245 spot right there. That's kind of the spot we're going to aim for. If it's the 3 wood, look at some 265. That's the plan. He's going to hit the 3 wood as far as he can hit it. Here's the second shot. 66 is a 3. 255. L10. Man, he did get it out there and rolls 25. And I got to shake for that headwind. No headwind on it. So 255, that puts him 10 past his target. L10, 5, 10, and rolls 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Look at that, second shot. Tremendous second shot. Now his third shot, he can go right at it if he wants. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Be approached from 45 if that's the shot that he wants to do, unless he wants to take the center line in. Let's check it out. Yeah, he's going to go right at it. Approach 45. .42 is a 5. Ended up a -5. So he's one straight away, so 15. -11, 4-footer. So putt, 4 foot. He has a 4-foot chance for a birdie here on number 11. .32 is a 20. Rolls into 4-foot birdie. And after 11 holes here, over here in the United Kingdom, Azinger, he is 2 under. So here we are on hole number 12, another par 3. We are right at the 190, 196 away, 195 away. So we are right on the same line as the yellow. So that's what, got to shake for the wind. So par 3, 195, wind roll. 56 on the wind. 56 gives us a headwind, which is actually going to be a headwind right. We'll see how that works out for us if we have to. We'll figure it out. Still kind of challenged with my little hybrid type wind situations. So he's going to hit a 4-iron. The 4-iron with an average would get him 195. He wants 195. So that's going to be the shot off the tee. 4-iron using the W column on his card. 56. 56 is a 17. 180, L20, 15. You could end up in a deep bunker over there. So 180, L20, 15. Now we're shaking for the headwind right. Headwind right. We got a 63 on the headwind. So 63. Says minus 15 plus 10, any left or right. So hole number 12 here is how I'm going to play it. He hit at 180. That shot was 180. But then he had the headwind right. I should roll the dice, got a minus 15. Take 5 off, so I go minus 10. His shot went L20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Then my instructions said an extra 10. But the NBA, I had the headwind right. For going back 10, I have to come back right 10. Then he rolls 15, 5, 10, 15. So his drive ended up just to the left of the deep bunkers, and actually not really too bad off. Let's get ready for the second shot. But the second shot's not real good because he's very short-sighted. So he's 5, 10, 15. He's 20 away. 20 yards away from the second shot. Approach from 20. What a tricky hole this has become. Fairway, approach from 20. 65 is a 6. 3 foot away. 3-footer for par. 45 rolls in a 3-footer for par. And after 12 holes here, Paul Azinger remains 2 under par. Hole number 13, par 4, normal dogleg here at the 265 mark. Hole location towards the back of the pin, about 365 away. Shaking for the wind here on number 13. Wind roll, we got a 44. 44 says headwind minus 5. Which is actually a crosswind, go L5. That's not a hybrid. That is just a simple crosswind to the left, 5 yards. So is that going to affect me here? Looks like what I'm going to do here. I'm going to hit a 3-wood. I'm going to aim 5 to the right. That way it'll push it back, 5 to the left, back to the center. So 3-wood off the tee. 35 is a 6. 240, R5, 20. Looks like he will end up right on the center line. It's about there, 240. He's aiming 5 to the right. Comes back 5 to the right. Wind blows a 5 to the left. So he's actually going to be 5 right of the center line and rolls 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's not too bad. That hit him right a little ways before the dog leg. So a second shot. So from here to here, that'd be 95. "105 yards away." So what he's going to do on a second shot, he'll hit on an approach of 100. And then let's see if we want to work the ball at all. Approach of 100. We know it's going to blow 5 to the left on the approach shot. He's just going to hit an approach shot from 100. 26 on approach shot is a 12. Hole plus 1 die. Hole plus the red die. 6 foot away. Well, you get that plus 1 die, you sure hope to get closer than 6 foot, but he's still in pretty good shape. 6 foot away here for possible, he could get a birdie again, maybe get the 3 under par. From 6 foot away, 44 is a 7, rolls into 6 foot, birdie. And after 13 holes here at APBA's new golf course, Lancashire, Paul Azinger is 3 under par. Hole number 14, we got a 459-yard par 4. We're about 450 away, as we're a little bit in front of the yellow, so we're about 450 away. General dogleg out here at the 260. Shaking for the wind here on number 14. Our wind roll is a 13, so we have no wind to worry about here. Going to stand up at the tee box. Looks like he's pulling out a 5 wood. Looks like he just wants to get it somewhere out here in the middle of the fairway. So here we go, Azinger off the tee with the 5 wood on number 14. 23. 23 is a 14 with the 5 wood. 210. R20. And rolls 15. So 210. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15. Nicely done. I thought he might end up in a deep rough, but he is not in a deep rough. He's at the 225 mark. A little bit on the side of the rough. So not a bad shot. Anytime you're in the fairway, it's not a bad shot. So it'll be 5 to the center line. 30, 40, 240, 230 away on the second shot. So he is a long ways away to get close enough for to get on the green, but if it's a good 5 wood, it could get him right there. 5 wood average will get him to 230 that he needs. So maybe he can hit maybe Zinger can hit a big shot here. Second shot on number 14. 66 is a 3. He crushed it again. That's twice this has happened to him in this round. 66 is a 3. 235. L10. And rolls 10. So it's a 5 past. L10. He is still on the green. He's a long ways away, but he's on the green. 20, 40, 60. 3 diagonals. 60. Minus 4. 56 foot away. So putting safe from 56 foot. I got to get my minus 3 up here. I've been doing pretty good with this. He's a minus 3 right now, so I'll get my minus 3 up there. So 56 foot away. Putting safe. He's a 66. 34. 27. Oh my, he rolled it 5 foot past. Now he needs a 5-footer to save par. 62 is a 12. He does roll in to 5-foot par. And after 14 holes here, United Kingdom at Royal Lytham St Annes, Paul Azinger remains 3 under par. Hole number 15, we got a 463-yard par 4, so we're about 475 yards out. We got a gentle dog leg here at the 260. Got a shake for the wind. So the wind roll on number 15. Wind roll of 43. 43 gives us a headwind -5. And this is headwind left, -5. Stand up at the tee box. Looks like he wants to hit it about 250. 250 would get him right out here, right in the middle somewhere. So he's gonna pull out the 3-wood. Looks like he's gonna aim 5 to the right to adjust for the headwind to the left. So here's the 3-wood off the tee. 16. 16's a 15. 235, L20. And rolls 25. So 235 in the air. Goes L20. He was aiming 5 to the right. Goes L20, 5, 10, 15, 20. That headwind left. And he's already down to a 5. I'm just going to go another 5 to the left, and he's in a deep rough. I'm a little undecided on headwind lefts when I've only got it since to take off 5, then it's 0. So you're not supposed to go left or right, 0. I'm going to go 5 to the left. So hole number 15, he's 5 to the right. He hits a 235. That's my 5 to the right. So 235 goes L20, 5, 10, 15, 20. But then I got the headwind, -5, L5. And he's going to stick right there at the 235, and I'm going to say that is in the deep rough at 235. So a second shot, he has to pull out a pitching wedge. And we got to go to the buried lie with the pitching wedge on the second shot. So pitching wedge from the rough. 24. 24 is a 6. It's at 120, L10. That will roll 5 in the fairway. I got to go with the buried lie. 55 on the buried lie. -15, R5. So he ends up hitting a 105 altogether in the air. 105, second shot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 105. The headwind pushed it back 5. 5 to the left. The wind blew it 10 to the left. And then came back 5 to the right. So he is still in the deep rough. And now he's hitting another. Let's see how far he is on his third shot. Still 150 away. He's going to hit another pitching wedge from the deep rough. 33. 33 is a 4. 130. L10. Rolls 5 if it's off the fairway, and don't roll it all if it rolls 5 if it's in the fairway. Don't roll it all if it's on the green. So 130, L10. We still got that headwind left we're dealing with. First we got to shake for the buried lie. Buried lie, 61. Minus 20 carry. Plus 5 roll. So 110 in the air. It was 130. So we'll go L10. Then the headwind. And we're still over here in the rough. Now we're going to hit our fourth shot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Approach. 50. From the rough. So 50 yards from the rough. Fourth shot. 66 is a 4. Minus 5. L5. Being that the wind effects are only 5, 50 yards are cut in half down. So he's 15, so no wind effect. 15 minus 8, 7 foot away. So after all this, he'll be putting from 7 foot for a bogey. So what a bogey this would be. It's a 20 or lower for a bogey. 43 is a 19. After all that, he actually rolls in a 7-foot bogey, which he's happy to get that out of that disastrous hole. And after 15 holes here at the new APBA course, Paul Azinger is 2 under par. Hole number 16, a par 4, 358 yards. We're about 355 away. We got a normal dog leg here at the 250. Let's shake for the wind on number 16. No wind. We're at the last hole. It's nice not having any wind to deal with here on number 16. Looks like what he's going to do here is he's going to aim 5 to the left, and he's going to hit a 5-wood and just try to nuzzle it down here in the middle here, somewhere before that dog leg. Come on, Paul. Hit it down the middle. 65 is a 7. 215, L10, 10. After the last hole, that just seems nice. Nice little 215. I was aiming 5 to the left. He goes L10, rolls 10. So he's at 225 and L15. Nicely done. Second shot. Looks like from here to the yellow will be 140. 135 away. Second shot. 135. See if we can't just parachute it right on there. Looks like he's going to hit a 9-iron. 9-iron will get him 140. Could hit a knockdown, but knockdowns, when it seems like I'm off a little bit of knockdowns, it makes the shot a lot worse. So you just hit a 9-iron. Right in the middle. Nice easy swing. 45. 45 is a 6. 135. R5 does not roll. So 135. R5 does not roll. He's right on his target area. So 12 minus. Oh, 10. He's going to be putting from 2 foot. Here on 16. With a chance to get back to 3 under par. So 2-footer. 51 rolls in a 2-foot birdie putt. And after 16 holes here at the new golf course, Paul Azinger's 3 under par. So we got a 460-yard par 4 here on number 17. A severe dog to get the 290, so very severe. A lot of deep bunkers here. Got a shake for the wind on number 17. 53 on the wind. 53 gives us a tailwind, which is actually going to be a headwind left. So we got another hybrid wind we got to deal with. We'll see how that goes. And that's me blowing us to the left. Looks like he's going to pull out a 5-wood. And he's just going to hit it right down, no, 3-wood. Pull out a 3-wood. He's going to hit it right down the middle as far as he can hit it. 3-wood off the tee. 31. 31's a 5. 245. L10. And 20. Now we're shaking for the headwind. Headwind left. 32. No headwind left. That's nice and easy. So 245, 235, 245, L10, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's at the 265 mark. A little bit of left of center. He has tree clearance to the front of the green. He doesn't have to worry about the dog leg on the second one because he's going for the green. So from here, the blue to yellow, that's 195, 200. 200 yards away from the line that he's looking for. The 6-iron would get him 195, or the 4-iron would get him 195. Looks like that's what he's going to do is the 4-iron. So that will be the W column on the 4-iron. 51. 51's a 5. 190. L5. And 10. But then we got to shake for the crosswind left, for the headwind left. 41 on the headwind left. Plus 5, any left or right. So he hits it 190. So he's 10 short of the target. As he's aiming for 200. L5. And my headwind says plus 5 any left or right. So I'm just going to let it go the extra 5 there. Because it's not saying any forward or minus on it. Then he's going to roll 10. So I'm going to read that as he actually rolled it right on the hole again. What a shot. So there he is, 12 minus 9. This time he's to be putting from 3 foot. A 3-footer for birdie. This could get him to 4 under par. He's a 28 or lower. 64 is a 23. Rolls in a 3-foot birdie. Paul Azinger. after 17 holes here at Royal Lytham St Annes Golf Course here in the United Kingdom is 4 under par. Here we are as I'm approaching finishing up my first round on the new golf course, Lancashire. It's been a interesting round of golf. This one here, we got a 410-yard par 4. There's a lot of par 4s on here. I think my last 6 holes have all been par 4s. So shake for the wind at number 18. 43 on the wind. That says headwind -5. We got headwind right 5. So headwind to the right. Looks like he's going to pull out the 3-wood and just try and hit it right down the middle on number 18. Paul Azinger. 46 is a 33. 255. L10 25. Sweet, that one pretty hard, didn't he? Might not be too bad. We'll check it out. 255, L10 25. So 255 in the air. Goes L10. Then we got the headwind right, -5. He's in roll 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he's right up to the 275 mark. Another really good hit off the tee. So he's 35, 135, 130 away on the center line. So that's his shot right there, 130 on the center line. 5 iron. And hit a 9-iron knockdown. That'll take any wind effect right out of it. So knockdown 9-iron. 43. 43 is a 11. Ooh, 43 is an 11. 145, L10 5. So he smacked that 15 yards further than he wanted. 5, 10, 15. L10. And rolls off the back of the green. But he's not too far away from the, he's actually only one diagonal away. And being a hit a knockdown, it took the it took any of the wind effect out. So there he is. 20 -8, so 12 foot from the fringe. This would be for birdie. So I got to go to the 15 to 19. He's going to play it safe. It'll be good through 10. 13 is a 25. Missed it by 1 foot. 1 foot for par. Rolls into 1 foot par. Azinger here at the new golf course finishes the round at 4 under par. What a nice, kind of a solid round of golf by Paul Azinger from 1993. So a little recap here. Let's go what we did on the backside here. We had a birdie on 11, and a birdie again on number 13 to get the 3 under par. Then had that terrible hole number 15 where I should have probably tried to work the ball to the right. He kept hitting the ball to the left. He kept being in the deep bunker or the deep rough. He ended up with a bogey on there. Kind of saved him. Then he had a couple more awesome shots, a couple more awesome birdies. And that got him a 33 on the backside. So overall, I'm really happy with this round of golf. He had greens in regulation, 11 of 18. Looks like Fairway City at 13 fairways, 24 putts for 76. Foot of putts made. He shot a 33 on the front, 33 on the back. It's a par 70 hole. And he ended up with a 66 -4. So for my first round ever at the Royal Lytham St Annes golf course here in the United Kingdom with 1993 Paul Azinger, he shoots a -4. I'm going to try and play another round or two of this golf course over the weekend, but I got my big hockey game coming up here on Saturday and some other stuff going on, so I did want to sneak in one round of golf here for everybody. And I hope everybody enjoyed the round of golf I brought to you tonight at the new golf course here. I do appreciate all the subscribers and all the people that do watch the channel. If any of you haven't subscribed yet, if you take a moment to do that, that'd be awesome. Any likes, any comments, it all helps drive the content a little more for other people to see some of the games here. And as always, just keep playing the APBA sports games, the cards and dice. They'll keep you a lot mentally sharper, and they're a lot of fun to play. So, alrighty, have a good night. Goodbye.